All right, so the news and the information is out that Jerry Jones is being sued. A woman is suing Jerry Jones for fathering her child. You know, he is the father of her child, and the record's been sealed until Wednesday, until today, basically. It's been released and is open to court documents, and the lawsuit entitles that this girl is about 25 years of age, right? And the mother is actually suing Jerry Jones for, I guess the cover up and all of the other stuff that went on. And not just that, Cowboy Nation. There's a little truth when they make a settlement to clear up all of this stuff and it still get leaked out. That's crazy. And the name of the game is to keep it in your pants. You shouldn't be slinging things around. Jerry, come on, man. Now, I'm not trying to make light of the news, but I'm making light of the news because I'm not breaking news law. But I'm going to tell you guys this right here. Jerry, Wayne, and things. Come on, man. If anything, you need to call Rich. You need Rich to fix this right now. You need to pull Rich up out of retirement and say, hey, man, since you've been gone, oh, my goodness, we know that you started most of this stuff as it relates to peeping Tom, looking through the doors or what have you, or walking in on the cheerleaders. But we didn't have this much of mess to be leaked out through the Dallas Cowboys organization and franchise to sully and smear the good glory, the good name of the Dallas Cowboys. Now that could be because we know that Jerry Jones been sick, according to the few reporters, or he had minor injuries. Could this be the ulcers of drinking too much? Because worrying about this, could this be the mental capacity of Jerry not being able to keep that clean image? Because we know that if you had your PR class, personified guy that can really wipe away and make everything smooth, that this would be the backstory line of a lot of things, right? It would have been somebody else. It would have been under the Chris Carter.
Now, I let my homeboys know. Y'all want to keep rolling like this? Then I need to know who's going to be the fall guy.
The fall guy situation. It wouldn't have been Jerry Jones. It would have been Jerry John or somebody. It wouldn't have been Jerry. But my goodness, for this to happen, could it be that's the reason why you was meeting up with Roger Goodell, conduct unbecoming? And I'm not sitting here saying that, hey, infidelity, that all owners are not having a little slip up here and there. He's a billionaire. I know he had his fun. But for this lady to come out and have this lawsuit and for you to ultimately, right, to settle. You're supposed to settle when you keep everything super sealed, right? But 9 times out of 10, the full article of what the information that they're talking about, it's very concerning. Now, one thing that I heard that the organization said that they had real good stuff that was going on is integrity, right? Integrity goes a long way. And sometimes it will be something, the small things that you do, right, that uncovers the hearts and the intentions of what you're supposed to be doing on a larger scale. You're supposed to be setting the example. You're supposed to be appearing as a beacon of light and hope. But now, these type of little small things that's coming out showcase to the world that, man, you messing up, Jerry. And if it's that bad for what we know, like I said weeks ago, if you covering up that, like with the cheerleader situation, and then it comes uncovered, what are the other things, right? What are the other things that will appear up, and show up and smear everything? Because we as Cowboy fans, we don't deserve to be hearing this type of information. You're supposed to be the person, the beacon of light and hope, the promise that's carrying the torch to team and letting everybody know that the Cowboys Here's that marquee franchise. But no, you out here slinging, and bringing forth a whole family that we don't even know about, right? So, shoot, this is crazy, Cowboy Nation. And on top of that, it's shame. It's a flat out shame that we as fans and everything have to endure all of this. But it is what it is. Nothing new under the sun. Shout out to the attorney of Jerry Jones for at least trying to keep this under the covers. But unfortunately, they got an old saying, right? And none of us perfect, right? I'm the first to fall on the sword for many of things that I did wrong. But there's one thing that I do know for sure. What's done in the dark will eventually come to the light. And remember, I was telling people about the truth. See, the lie gets out of the bed and runs real fast, right? But that truth, it takes its time to get out of the bed. Took the truth 25 years. So if this was 25 years, right? It's been 27 years since we won the Super Bowl or been in any meaningful game. Meaning that truth in that time frame was still waking up. It was taking its time, getting out of the bed, looking for his shoes, the little slippers to slip on, to walk to the restroom, to brush the teeth and everything, to jump in the shower and get out of the shower. It took its wonderful time to leave its house, to arrive right here at this moment. Because it literally walked to this part and said, well, wake up. I'm here. I'm ready to greet you. And it always tends to happen at the right time, right? At the right time. And it's the right time for the truth to be out, but the wrong time for you, Jerry Jones. So the settlement, it was a financially settlement to support the child for all of these times. And that's the problem. I mean, you're a billionaire and you didn't support the child or what have you, and they had a relations 26 years ago. Come on. And the settlement supposed to be sealed, but it's not. Now, just to be fair, we do know that there's always people that's trying to have a come up, right? Off of someone else's name, off of someone else's sweat or sweat equity from someone else, right? So to be fair, right, the information, whether or not the biological child of her is not leaked, but far as the relationship between the two, it has been confirmed that they did have the relationship. But whether or not it's Jerry's or not, this is crazy. This is crazy. But here's the other thing too, Jerry Jones. I believe it's a girl, so your daughter, she probably want something to do with the Cowboys too, right? She want a piece of that organization. Maybe, just maybe, you do the right thing and put her somewhere in the press box next time we pan around and see the family celebrating after a win. Maybe that's the situation. But man, your PR guy, whoever your new PR guy, man, he need to be fired, because all of this stuff is leaking out the way it is. Come on, man. Come on.
Shame. Shame.
It's sad.
Shame.
But you did.
I want me some glory hole.
You did. You got enough of that, Jerry. But we over here, we understand. We understand what's going on.
Want the truth? You can't handle the truth.
That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. Let me know of your thoughts. Let me know of your concerns of what's going on with Jerry. At the end of the day, as far as his health-wise and his health situation, we hope all is well. But this is not good for Jerry, Wayne Jones and things. But it's good for the lady who finally going to get some support to help raise that child. That's good. Now, that's good news for her. And she should wake up with $1 billion check in her hand. Come on now. Come on, Jerry. Jerry, I normally don't do this, But for doing that, man, I got to hit you again with this, man. I wanted to tell you to lean forward, but I ain't want to do that.
Shame.
But shame.
Shame. Shame.
And Jerry, for you not being there, and you say that you there for your beautiful kids and wife and all of this stuff, and Jerry Jr. and everything, for you not to be there like you supposed to be. Man, come on, for that young lady. And you supposed to be a family man. Come on, man.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
We up out of here, baby. Come on, Jerry. Come on.